How's it going, everyone? This is how to get your first paying client. After module one, you should at least have your first testimonial. So now you can use that testimonial to outreach for clients that actually pay you money. Now, the videos that you have done with the clients should be semi-viral or at least have some views, which is why I just film a bunch of videos. It doesn't matter. Just use our strategy of researching and finding viral video ideas that are trending at the moment and literally just either recreate them or put a twist on it with whatever niche your business owner is in. So for example, if you work with a pizza shop, just look for a lot of fast food content that's going viral and just recreate them with the business, with the staff or with the food or with the owner itself. And I'm going to be showing you an outreach method, which is our reference-based social proof cold calling method, which is you're going to be using the testimonial, the business that you've worked with, and you're going to mention them when you're outreaching. And it's going to actually, you're going to see the crazy conversion rates compared to other methods of other courses that will teach you this. But we're going to give you the method that immediately gets you in a meeting and immediately gets you in a meeting that's a higher chance of you closing a client. Now here, so Outreach 101, where to find prospects. Easiest place to find prospects is Google Business Profiles. You're just going to search for your niche plus the area, for example, pizza shops in Toronto or auto detailing companies in New York. And you're going to find a list of like every single pizza shops or whatever your niche might be. And Google's database is huge, so Google Business Profile is more than enough. To make your first $10,000 a month, Google Business Profile database will get you there. And so yeah, just search for your niche plus area in Google, for example, pizza shops in New York, or for example, whatever, like landscaping in Toronto, same thing. If it's winter, if you want to find a niche that's 12 months out of the year, fast food or any food business will be the best bet. So now, the important thing is gatekeepers. When you do call these businesses from Google Business Profile, you're going to have gatekeepers that are, it's not annoying. Obviously, they're doing their job. For example, the staff manager, front desk lady. But you want to directly speak to the owner, right? You don't want to waste your time and you don't want to waste their time. Now, when you do call, you're going to call with a purpose, which is to directly talk to the owner. If the owner's not there, you're going to write down exactly when the owner is in store or is in their business, and you're going to want to call back at that time. For example, if you call at 9 a.m., also for every single one of these calls, you're going to call them at 9 a.m. because that's when majority of the owners are in the business location itself to check up on the business, or early morning, check up on the staff and the whole location. And majority of the time, the business owner is there in the morning and around Monday-ish. Nobody goes there in the weekends. Like, we have had multiple people that we have helped scale their own businesses, and every time they've called in the morning, in a weekend or whatever, nobody's there. No business owner is going to be there in the weekend, obviously. In the majority of the time, if your luckiest pick will be 9 a.m. Monday. Now, call the business if the owner is not there. Write down when the owner is most likely going to be there and call them back. So let's say if you call at 9 a.m. and the front desk lady or somebody says, oh yeah, he's going to be here, she's going to be here around 5 p.m. Just call them back at 5 p.m. And then when you do write down their time when the owner is going to be back, write down their name, so that when you call back at 5 p.m. or later on the day, you're going to be like, hey, is Sarah here? Is Mike here? The owner's actual name. So now whoever the gatekeeper is directly going to give you access to the owner. Now, majority of the time, if you ask for their email or whatever, whoever is answering the call that's not the owner is not going to give you that. Only the owner is directly going to give you that. But majority of the businesses have instructions not to give out any info about the owner. So if the owner is there, what you're going to do is use our social proof script. What is the social proof script? It's the first 3 seconds immediately, regardless of who answers, say the testimonial business's name. So for example, let's say you worked with XYZ Pizza. You're going to immediately say, hey, I work with XYZ Pizza. This is even if the owner is not there, even if you're talking to the gatekeeper. So the gatekeeper at least is more likely to give you the time when the owner's next there. So like when the owner is there again, so you can call back. Now, so first 3 seconds immediately, whoever answers, you're going to be like, hey, is this, you're going to immediately say, hey, I work with XYZ Pizza. I was wondering if the owner was available. And then either the person on the phone is going to be like, owner speaking, or they're going to be like, oh, sorry, they're not here. How can I help you? Whatever. So obviously now you know what to do. If the owner is there, you talk to the owner. If the owner's not there, write down the owner's name and time, and then call them back. Now, yeah, so that's basically the script. How I work with XYZ Pizza, the business name of your testimonial. You're gonna say you do their social media videos and manage their social media. And you're gonna ask if the owner is there. You're gonna ask, is somebody managing this for you at the moment? If they say anything like, "Oh, it's in house. Yeah, I have a guy. Oh, never mind. I'm not interested." Then, like, if they keep throwing you objections, like regardless of what you see online and sales, like sales teachings or whatever, they're not gonna like they just don't want it or just don't care. Let's say they have all their clients coming in from referrals, or let's say they're a pizza shop that's been open for 40 years. People just come in, they don't care. The owners are comfortable. They don't want more sales. So there's no point of talking to these type of people. They're gonna waste your time. Even if you somehow spend like 30 minutes talking to these people and then getting them on a meeting, they're gonna waste your time in the meeting. So if they say don't have anyone for this at the moment, and then what you will say right away is like, "Oh, I would love to work with your business. Can I come by sometime this week and show you the amazing work I've done for XYZ Pizza?" For example, if you're in the pizza niche and XYZ Pizza, let's say the name, then you're going to schedule a meeting for in person, not online. If you want guaranteed show ups to your meetings, if you want guaranteed show ups, you're going to want to actually go in person. This is about making money, and like if you actually want to scale and hit 10K, you're gonna have to do some hard work, which is show up in person, no online meeting. Online meeting, just think about it. Last time, when's the last time you had some sort of online meeting or online class, and you're like, "Oh, I could possibly skip this or whatever." But if it's an in-person meeting, the owner is gonna be there. You're gonna show up, and he's at least gonna want to hear you out. So what I'm trying to say is, like, in-person meetings, there's gonna be no shows. Online, if you book them on a meeting on a Zoom call, I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes, majority of the times, they're not gonna show up. It's a cold call. Obviously, they're not, or they might just outright reject the meeting. So, best guaranteed way for them to show up is you literally show up in person. So the meeting actually happens all the time. And so now, what to say in the meeting to close? You're gonna tell them the outcome, number one. So you're gonna say you're gonna grow their page via viral videos and making them stand out in their area, and increase foot in the door. So since they're a physical business, you're gonna say, "Hey, we're gonna target locally a lot, and then we're gonna get you more sales, more resales, and this, that." And then show them conversion rates. Be like, "Hey, let's say we get your business a couple 100K views in a month. You can, let's say, even 1% of them come to your business. You're gonna make a lot of money. You're gonna make more than you paying me." And yeah, you're gonna just say social media is gold in 2025. They really don't, like, you don't want to miss out on creating high quality content, which will take care, like, which you will take care for them, and then ensure they don't leave money on the table, because you're gonna say social media is so important in 2025. If your competitor is using it and you're not using, like, you're not putting out any content, you're gonna be leaving a lot of money on the table, and you're gonna be losing the game to your competitor. And yeah, so if they say no to this or whatever, like, they're gonna say no, obviously, after understanding what your prices and etc. look like. So what the deliverables you're gonna say you're doing for the clients is the amount of videos you want to provide them per month. So this really depends upon you, how much you can do and how much is like how much other stuff is in your plate right now. Like, obviously you're not gonna offer them 100 videos a month. Recommended range would be around like 10 to 20-ish videos a month. 10 to 20-ish vids a month. And so before saying your price, you're going to want to ask them their marketing budget. This is not some crazy sales tactic. It's just common sense. Ask them, "Hey, what's your current marketing budget looking like? Are you doing anything else, like pamphlets or any sort of flyers around the city, whatever, or any billboards?" If they say whatever they say, let's say they say, "Oh yeah, my current budget's like 500 to 1,000, whatever," just pitch them a middle number. Pitch them like around $600 to $700. You don't have to say, "Oh, okay, yeah, 1,000. Oh, yeah, our prices are like 900, whatever." You don't have to say that. Just say like a number confidently. You don't have to say it if you don't believe in your, like, the things you're saying to the client. You're most likely not gonna close them. It's just how it goes in this game. And so yeah, whatever they say to this, if they say yes, you're gonna, after that, you're gonna say, like you'll come once a month, do all the content, manage all the socials, this is that, and then you're gonna send them the contract. Now here's some quick tools to use for the contract and onboarding the client itself. Very, very simple. It's nothing complicated at all. But you want to make sure this number 3 point is very, very, you want to make sure that this is up to date, and this is very, very important, because the thing that's going to keep you back from minimizing churn is essentially losing the clients at the rate you lose the clients, and how many you get per month. So for example, like if you don't want your clients to leave you, you want to contact or like talk to them like a regular basis, not all the time, regular basis. Let's say once a month at least. Now, number one thing you need, obviously, DocuSign. So let's say the meeting just happened right here, and you close the client or whatever. Immediately send them a contract on DocuSign. You can make a quick template out and put down everything you're doing for the client. Let's say X amount of videos a month, and you're gonna show up once a month, and you're gonna manage all the social media, etc., etc. And let's say for $600, and then you're gonna prepare this template. You're just not gonna put the money amount and then the client's name and etc. And you're gonna put it before the client actually says yes to it or whatever. And then you're gonna just send the contract to the client. And then the client's gonna sign it, send it back, and then you're gonna send them a Square or Stripe invoice. Make a Square or Stripe account before, and just onboard them on like a platform that you're using to manage all the clients or talk to all your clients. Microsoft Teams is pretty good. Slack is pretty good. Slack is very hard for new clients to kind of onboard. If they're if they're a pizza shop owner, they're not gonna want to open up Slack or whatever. Microsoft Teams, every single business owner kind of will be like able to use it. It's like basically a purple version of WhatsApp, so that's not going to be a problem. Or even if they don't want to do any of that, the easiest way for you to communicate in the beginning is just iMessage. So just use that. And that's essentially everything you kind of need to know. I'm guaranteeing you, if I'm telling you, guarantee you're gonna land meetings, and you're gonna land your first client if you just lock in and hit the phone every single day. And your offer has to be amazing. But number one important thing is get your testimonial done, get some sort of a portfolio done, and then just start outreaching. There's obviously another thing we're going to show you on how to make yourself look online, where you're going to post videos and you're going to get inbound clients. This is outbound, this is outreaching, but you're going to get much more qualified prospects or much more qualified leads when they come to you versus you go to them. But that's it for the video today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next module.